AWS Aviation.
A very good evening. Welcome to State of Business on Art Television. I'm Mariam Vijayaratna. Let's have a look at the headlines first. The damages by the ill-fated MV Express Pearl container ship not yet calculated, Justice Minister tells Parliament. The validity period of all types of visas of foreigners extended by 30 days, Immigration and Emigration announces. News in detail. Justice Minister Ali Sabri told the Parliament that $40 million agreed from the ill-fated MV Express Pearl container ship is only an interim allowance for the damages. Replying to an oral question raised by opposition leader Sajid Premadasa, the Justice Minister said that the country expecting foreign experts to estimate the damages and will be finalized those soon.
අපි මිලියන 40ක් ඇමරිකානු ඩොලර් වන්දිය ඉල්ලලා තියෙන්නේ සම්පූර්ණ වන්දියක් හැටියට නෙවෙයි. ඒක ජූනි 1 වෙනිදා වනකොට අතුරු වන්දියක් හැටියට තමයි ඒක කරලා තියෙන්නේ. විවිධ ශේෂ්ත්‍ර වලින් යම් ප්‍රමාණ අරගෙන පළවන අතුරු හිමිකම් පෑමක් හැටියට කරු නීතිපතිතුමාගේ උපදෙස් පිට ලබා දීලා තියෙනවා. පූර්ණ කාලීනව ඒවා ගණනය කිරීම පිළිබඳව තාක්ෂණික වශයෙන් සහයෝගය ලබා ගැනීම සඳහා ජාත්‍යන්තර ආයතනවලත් එක්ක අපි සම්බන්ධ වෙලා තියෙනවා. අපි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා ඒ සම්බන්ධයෙන් ඉන්ටර්නැෂනල් ලෝ ෆර්ම්ස් එන්ගේජ් කරගන්න. ලංකාවේ ඒ සඳහා තිබෙන අත්දැකීම් තියෙන නීතිමය ආයතන අඩුයි. එම නිසා අපි විදේශ අමාත්‍යාංශය හරහා ඇමරිකාවේ EU වල ඕස්ට්‍රේලියාව වැනි විවිධ රටවල් සිංගප්පූරු වල රටවල් වලින් පාරදෘශ්‍ය පෙනෙන ආකාරයට එක්ස්ප්‍රෙෂන් ඔෆ් ඉන්ට්‍රස්ට් කැඳවලා තියෙනවා. උන්ගේ ඉන්ට්‍රස්ට් එකක් තියෙනවද කියන එක ඒ ටික අපි දැන් වෙට් කරගෙන ගිහිල්ලා නීතිපතිතුමාගේ උපදෙස් අනුව ක්‍රමවේදයකට අනුව කණ්ඩායමක් තෝරා ගැනීමට බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා. ඒ කණ්ඩායමත් එක්කම එනවා මේ වගේ සමෘද්ධ දූෂණයකදී ඔයිල් ස්පිල් එකකදී පරිසර හානියකදී හානිය තක්සේරු කිරීම පිළිබඳව විශේෂඥ දැනුම ඇති අය ඔවුන්ව සම්බන්ධ කරගෙන මේක කරන්න තමයි අපි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ.
Revised Gazette notification has been issued on the corporate and legal framework under the Ministry of Economic Policy and Plan Implementation and the Ministry of Finance. Accordingly, Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa yesterday was sworn in as the Minister of Economic Policies and Plan Implementation in Parliament. As per the new gazette, several institutions, including the Central Cultural Fund, which were allocated to Minister Basil Rajapaksa yesterday, have now been moved to Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa under the new gazette. Basil Rajapaksa, founder of the ruling party Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna, was declared a nationalist MP by the Election Commission Wednesday after former SLPP MP Jayantha Katagoda resigned to pave the way for the Rajapaksa brother to enter the legislature. This is the third time that he represents Parliament, and the parliamentarian was elected to Parliament from the national list of the United People's Freedom Alliance in 2007. In 2010 parliamentary election, he was elected from Gampha district by obtaining the highest number of preferential votes in Sri Lanka. He gained the record of 425,861 preferential votes. He was the Cabinet Minister for Economic Development from 2007 to 2010 in the 6th Parliament and 2010 to 2015 in the 7th Parliament. He has held a number of positions as Senior Advisor to the President and Head of Presidential Task Forces. Born on the year 1951 in Giruwa Pattuwa Hambantota, Basil Rajapaksa is the head of the Presidential Task Force for Economic Revival and Poverty Eradication and Presidential Task Force creating a green Sri Lanka with sustainable solution to climate change. He was educated in Isipatana College, Colombo and Ananda College. We'll be right back after this short commercial break.
ඔබේ මොබයිල් සබඳතාවය කුමක් වුවත් දැන් ඔබ යන තැන එන ලංකාවේ සුපිරිම අන්ලිමිටඩ් ඉන්ටර්නෙට් පාසුකම SLT Go Prepaid. SLT Go Wi-Fi ඇති ඕන තැනක ඕනෑම වෙලාවක unlimited data. SLT Mobitel. එකම එක සමදියාව.
ඒත් නෑනේ පොළගාවේ නම් තිබුණලු.
මම ගියා. එහෙත් ඉවරයි.
කාර් එකයි කෝටි ගොඩයි ටිකට් එකයි දිනුම් දෙකයි සම්පත ලග්නවර්ම මාසිකම එකයි.
පරක් වෙලා වාසනාව නැති කරගන්න එපා.
ජාතික ලොතරැයි මණ්ඩලය.
Welcome back after the break. The Immigration and Immigration Controller General has extended the validity period of all types of visas of foreigners who are currently in Sri Lanka, taking into consideration the spread of the coronavirus in the country. Accordingly, the validity period of all types of visas currently obtained by foreigners residing in Sri Lanka has been extended by 30 days from today onwards. The Immigration and Immigration Department said in a statement that only visa fees applicable for that period will be charged for the visas expire within this period and exempted from charging overstay penalty. Tourist visa holders are hereby advised to pay the relevant visa fee and get the visa extension via the www.immigration.gov.lk website. The department also has another option for the ones who are to leave Sri Lanka during the aforementioned period, and they will be facilitated to pay their visa fee at the airport. As usual, visiting the head office at Battaramulla on or before the 8th of August 2021 and get endorsed the visa in the passport is still allowed. All resident visa holders are advised to get extended the residence visa with a telephone call on 070-710-1050 from 8:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. on working days. The Monetary Board has decided to keep policy rates unchanged at its meeting this week, a stance consistently maintained since the last revision in July 2020. It said macroeconomic conditions and expected developments on the domestic and global fronts influenced its decision. The Monetary Board was encouraged by the fact that the economy in the first quarter is likely to have recorded a higher than expected growth rate through the impact of the COVID third wave remains a concern. Central Bank noted that the external sector is expected to gradually recover in the period ahead. The CBSL also said as of end June, excluding $1.5 billion swap with People's Bank of China, the gross official reserves were estimated at $4 billion or equivalent to 2.7 months of imports. It is also observed that market interest rates remain low, facilitating increased credit flows to the private sector. The Monetary Board said any build-up of sustained inflationary pressures will be addressed through appropriate measures over the medium term. Central Bank also added that the notable improvement in workers' remittances continued to provide support for the external current account. While the measures introduced to address challenges in the external sector have helped ease the domestic foreign exchange market conditions to some extent, speculative behavior and front-loading of imports have caused undue pressures in the market. The central bank also expects domestic investors to make use of the low interest rate environment to expand their productive economic activities and explore new opportunities that are being created in the economy aimed at local and international markets. That's all we have for today. Have a great weekend. Good night.